Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dr. Darnise's House of Religion, Magic, and Conjure. Hey. Um, I wanted to come on today and talk about your spiritual morning routine. How are you getting yourself out of the house in the morning? How are you setting yourself up for success? And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because people have a tendency to want to reach out for help when they're at a point of a crisis or having a problem, which is fine. You know, we all need help when we need help. But I'm a big advocate for setting yourself up for success along the way, right? Like some people call it staying prayed up. You know, you stay prayed up so when you hopefully to avoid, major fallout in your life, but um, if when major fallout happens, you already are in the practice of using your spirituality to help you through. So, um, right now, I wanted to talk about how you set yourself up for success using your spirituality and from the morning, right? Your morning routine to set yourself up spiritually for success in your day, in your week, in your month. You'll see that I made a video about the upcoming, well, I think we might be in it now. Oh, tomorrow it starts. The new moon in Virgo. I made a new video about that. And so you'll find it here. But it's really about asking you to be, as I always say, intentional, right? And Virgo energy is about being organized and letting go of things that are extra, clearing out clutter. So that's why I made that video. And it's similar to this one because I'm asking you to think about setting up yourself for success right from the morning. What's your morning routine? How do you get yourself up and out? Because, we're all busy. We all have so many different things to do, so many people pulling us in many directions. Soon as our eyes open, we're already looking on our phones. We're already checking for, the news or, whatever. You're already, as soon as your eyes open, thinking about the day. And so I would challenge you to not do that. Do not let external circumstances set the tone for your day for you. You set the tone for your own day. This requires taking time and being intentional, being mindful. So instead of waiting for stuff to jump off, negative stuff, right, to jump off and throw you all off kilter, figure out how you can be in charge of you, right, from the inside out, from jump. All right. So, people's morning routines, they're like, I got to hurry up and get out of the house. I don't have time for adding anything else. But I have to ask you, you have time for you? You have time for your own success? Or you don't have time for you? I think you want to have time for you. So, yes, it does take at least a few extra minutes. I think you're worth it. It takes some extra mindfulness. But you know what doesn't take? It does not take extra time for you not to check the phone first. You don't have to check the phone first. As soon as your eyes open, you're reaching for the phone to see what's on social media. So I know some people are going to say, but the phone is my alarm clock. You remember back in the day when we didn't have phones, what do we use for an alarm clock? An actual alarm clock. So again, this is about being purposeful and intentional about your spirituality. So, if you want to be about something different, if you want to integrate spirituality into your life, which I kind of assume you do because you're here with me watching my videos, and that's what I'm about, integrating the religious, the magical, the spiritual into your everyday life so you have better results, then you actually have to do stuff and you have to do it differently and you have to do it intentionally. So if you're thinking, oh man, I would have to get an alarm clock, I would have to like program the time. Yeah, you would. Just like back in the day, or if you're, a younger person, you're like, well, I've never done that. What you can do it. And why are you doing it? You're doing it for yourself. I also made a video a while back, I'm not sure when it was, but it couldn't have been that long, maybe a month or so ago, about the kind of person who I say should not really practice magic per se. And that's the person who wants the quick fix, who's not intentional, who's not in it. They just want something like, oh, give me a reading here or show me how to burn a candle for this purpose or that purpose. And I'm like, then this isn't for you because you have to commit yourself and you have to do some things differently. It's a whole lifestyle. It's not just a one-off kind of thing. You can treat it like that. And then, if you want to, fine. And I'm going to say, okay, well, then get yourself a reading every now and then. Find yourself a good, reputable, tarot reader, astrologer, or, whomever, a Babalao, and just get yourself a reading because that's how you want to do it. And, you can do how you want. It's your life. But if you're about, you know what, I really want to integrate a spirituality into my life so that I can feel like I'm on purpose, I'm in my purpose, I'm in alignment, I know what I'm doing, I have a larger framework for what I'm doing, then that's what I'm hoping, and I'm hoping that this video can help you with that by helping you to start a morning routine. So I'll share with you at least some of my morning routine when I wake up. And I am not a morning person. I'm just not. But some days I have to be. I teach, I have a class at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I have to get up and I have to give myself really a good hour and 45 minutes. And that's just for me. I don't have little kids to get together. um, because since I'm not a morning person, it takes me a while. And also, I know it's important to me to do a couple things, spiritual things. And so, one of the things I like to do for myself is pull a card. This is my tarot deck. This is just the Rider Waite, deck. Some of y'all probably, read tarot yourself, or at least familiar with the deck. And before I leave the house, I like to pull. I like to do a 3 card spread for myself, and that just helps me get centered and realize that there's something larger than me, and I'm using the tarot cards themselves as a tool, a resource to plug in. That's really what it is, because none of us needs cards or anything, but we have our practices and our rituals because they help us tune into the divine, the God of our understanding. And so some people use cards, some people use all kinds of different divinization kind of tools. And so it's up to you exactly what you use, but how do you plug into the divine? How do you get your universal spiritual guidance? How do you plug into that every morning? I find it helpful to do it first thing and, to set my intention for the day. I'm not looking for somebody else to set my intention. Like you get out of bed mad because you looked and saw what the president said, what he tweeted overnight. I'm not trying to set my day with that. And I would ask you not to set your day with that either. Establish your routine, your morning routine, so that it supports you. Now, the other place you can do it where you're like, I'm really crunched for time, really, when you're in the shower. I know some people are like, what do you mean when I'm in the shower? When you're in the shower, give God that time. Give yourself that time. Theoretically, you're in there by yourself and you have time, a few minutes where you can just pray, where you can just set your intention instead of just sort of mindlessly going through the motions of washing your body. Take that time to be deliberate and say, oh, yeah, today I am about this. Today I am about using um, kindness as my spiritual principle. That's an intention I set for myself a lot. Try kindness as a spiritual practice. And a lot of times it works, but you know what? When I do it first thing, it's easier to remember it as the day goes. When I otherwise might get frustrated with someone, in traffic or whatever the circumstance may be, And I remember, oh yeah, try kindness as a spiritual practice. The other thing I do is choose my crystals for the day. This is a dish that I keep around the house. So I've already, given you a video about um, setting your household up for your spiritual success. So this is a dish that I have, and this is an abundance dish right here. So the crystals in that dish are more so about abundance. And from that, I have a larger collection than that. So every day I decide which crystals I'm going to have on my person, carry with me, because that helps support me along my intention. And I wear my gemstones as well. This is I don't know how well you can see it, but this is lavender jade, and right there is amethyst, right there on the clasp. So jade is thought to be good luck, and amethyst is about spiritual uh, awareness and I guess I would say consciousness. And so I'm very deliberate about those things. And so essentially, I'm asking you to be deliberate. Be deliberate. Don't be haphazard in your spirituality. Be deliberate. Set your morning routine in such a way that it supports you throughout the day. Grab your crystals and run out the door if you have to. But during the course of the day, you're like, why do I have these crystals? Oh, that's right. I am doing this. All right, this video is getting long. I'm going to wrap it up there. The other thing I want to share is that I will be opening my Patreon um, services, I guess I'll say, and tiers for people to join me over there. And so look for that coming soon. I want to do some more extended teachings, and I think that'll be a place where I will do that. So coming soon is Dr. Darnise's Patreon page. But until then, like, share, subscribe. Thank you all for being a part of what I'm doing here, and bye for now.